Hey everybody, how's it going? This is going to be one of those videos where I do a lot of talking. 2023 has been really generous to us home recording guys. 2020, I made a point of being particularly great for free plugins and plugins in general, and 2023 has been both standout and run-of-the-mill, so let's dive in. I can't possibly mention everything here, so I'm going to try and stick to the stuff that stands out the most to me. Starting back in 2021, I started making my own IRs, and to date I've got 5 packs out in the world. I wanted them to be free, and I wanted to use stuff that mostly hasn't been done by most people. Redback speakers, 7080, Jensen Nighthawk. The first pack I did is a V30, but as a lot of people will tell you, it's a good place to start because our ears are used to that sound. The difference with my stuff is that they're all from oversized 1x12 cabs, using mics that I don't see other people using. The results are surprisingly big and punchy sounding. I know a lot of you guys are enjoying them, and that means the world to me. As far as IRs go, right now, free and paid, there's a disarming amount of stuff out there, but there's still a way to go, I think. For instance, I have the Jensen Nighthawk in a 1x12 cab, mic'd up with a bunch of microphones I don't see anybody using. So I think there's plenty of room and plenty of stuff that companies could be doing and putting out for metal players. Everything is very Celestion focused, because if you compare Celestion speakers to other companies, for the most part, they just sound better. They sound fuller, they're more hi-fi in a way more pleasing to the ear. Plus, it's what people get in their guitar cabs. Most companies use Celestion. My point is that there's a lot out there and there could be more variety. And remember guys, in your guitar tones, most of the tonal shifts will be in the IRs. You can be using the old Lapue stuff or the latest and greatest Neural Suite, but they're all slaves to that impulse response. Okay, moving on to Amp Sims. My channel, for the most part, is me trying out new Amp Sim plugins. I know my mixing videos do really well, but it's the Amp Sim stuff I really enjoy messing with the most. I'll be totally honest with you guys, I've found most Amp Sim plugins over the past couple of years to be very run-of-the-mill. I mean, every amp, even the obscure stuff, has been covered. And stuff that hasn't been done probably isn't worth covering. The way the plugins look and sound, I just got to thinking, where else is there to go? A few YouTubers have already done videos on this, saying that the Amp Sim game is oversaturated, and it is. They're not wrong. Just to be super clear, I don't cover anything on my channel that I don't enjoy. I genuinely think all that stuff is decent. But the problem is, when a company brings out yet another 5150 plugin, you think, oh, great, yay. It's difficult to get excited and worked up about that. So at the beginning of the year, I was getting a bit jaded, to be honest. And then Neural Amp Modeler had its moment. Now, if you don't know about Neural Amp Modeler, or NAM for short, it's a free plugin that plays capture files, and you can use a free capture process to capture your own rigs and your amps, pedals, whatever. Incredible, right? Now, Tonex has existed for a couple of years now, and that was a really big deal because it was mostly software based, way cheaper than Kemper, and people could create their own captures and share them around. And stuff like that's been around for a while, but the difference was with NAM, it was offering the same quality, sometimes better, that's debatable, software based of course, for free. Pretty amazing. And it definitely went viral earlier this year, and it got a lot of attention from the community. Most of the bigger YouTubers have largely ignored NAM, probably because there's no money to be made in it, and the way it all works, it's still very Wild West. With the exception of Ola England, who did do a video on it, and he gave away a free capture of his amp, and I thought it was really cool of him to do that. I definitely got hooked on NAM. It just sounded great, and there were so many good captures out there already, and I got into capturing my own amp, and NAM was something different for me to try, not just another 5150 sim. NAM isn't the only free capture product out there. An honorable mention to Proteus by Guitar ML. That is a very similar thing. I don't think it sounds quite as good, but there are some brilliant captures out there, so check that out. I've done a couple of videos on that. Other highlights of the year, drum kit plugins. It's been a great year for kits. Ugratone bringing out great stuff across the board. ML Drums stepping it up in a massive way. I've really enjoyed the essentials. Bogren Digital bringing out Crim Drums free. That could be the best free kit for metal ever. It sounds amazing. It's mixed ready. You can't change anything on it. You can't really mix it. It's a set sound. But my god, sounds amazing. So if you're completely broke or you're too stingy to buy a kit, Crim Drums free. Another great thing I wanted to mention about doing this YouTube thing is working with companies, especially when they make stuff you really like. ML Sound Lab, Kai has been great this year, super generous. Thank you, dude. The guys over at Ucratone, Ron, you've been awesome. And Jeremy over at August Rose Audio, a new company, smashing it, making amazing products. The standout plugin that he makes is the Growler bass amp. Absolutely amazing. JZIR, Jason over there has been awesome. Thank you, dude. And Solemn Tones for sending over Fenrir. Thank you guys. Vitar Amps, Vadim, as always, absolute legend. Thank you. I can't possibly mention everyone, but if I've missed someone, I'm sorry. Thank you so much. I appreciate all the hard work you put in. And the most important part of this channel is you guys. I can't possibly sustain what I do without you guys watching and commenting and hanging out. You're all legends. You know who you are. I can't possibly mention all you dudes. You guys make it all worthwhile. Seriously. Thank you so much. So I've ended up doing the thank yous in the middle of the video, where they should be, you know, instead of shoving them on the end of the video. Right now, I'm going to give you some opinions on where things are going, the state of everything, and this and that and the other. I've got to say right off the bat, it's disheartening when you find a channel that's sort of low level, 100 odd subscribers, even like 500 odd, you know, maybe even 1K, and they suddenly stop making videos. They've made a handful of videos, maybe even a lot of videos, and they just disappear off the map. That kind of sucks, but I totally understand it. They might not be monetized, and even if they are monetized, you know, I'll be honest, like, you don't get much money. It's just the way it is. I mean, I do this, I've said it in the past, this is a hobby. This is what I do. I'm not really into doing anything else. I like films and hanging out with the family and friends, but, you know, I love home recording, playing guitar, listening to metal, checking out plugins, all that kind of thing. This is what I do. And when people start doing a YouTube channel, yeah, they get some attention and they like the attention. And obviously, I'm one of those people too. I love the attention. But the main thing is making music. This is what this is all about. And as long as I can be creative and people are along for the ride, that is the reward. And guys, I am not a pro. I'm not going to tell you what's right, what's wrong, what you should be doing. I'm just going to tell you how I do things, what I enjoy, and how it works for me. Those YouTube videos, you know, I understand why they do it, but they have video titles like, this is how the pros do it. You want to be pro, bro, this is how you do it. And I understand that a lot of you guys, just like me, you don't want to be an all singing, all dancing, all wise audio engineer. Obviously, you want the knowledge, but you're probably a guitar player, like me, in your house, and you just want to make cool sounding stuff. That's kind of it. That's all you want to do. That's what I am, and I'm sure a lot of you guys are like that too. So I'm always going to keep things focused on the home recording aspect of audio production. So 2023 on the whole, it's been fun. It's been great. I've made a lot of different types of videos, some simpler videos. I've slowed down a bit. Some parts of the year I've put out loads of videos, and other parts I've really laid back on it. And the home recording game, plugins and all that, there's so much stuff out there for so many different styles and applications. And the whole AI thing, we'll see where that goes. I can't really make any predictions, but my hopes are that the home recording game gets stronger and stronger, and metal music in general keeps kicking ass. I mean, this year, so many great releases from legacy bands and newer bands. Even if you don't like some of the newer bands, you've got to admit, metal is in a better place than it's been for at least 10 years. I'm all for it. So that's about it, guys. Let me know what plugins and gear you liked from this year. Comment down below, let's have a chat. Keep being creative and make some metal! Thanks for watching, guys, I really appreciate it. And subscribe if you want to see more metal related stuff. I'll be back sometime with a video on something else, so until then, ciao.